What are different type of cell division? What are different type of cell division? What are different type of cell division? Mitosis and meiosis. Type of cell division is mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis, that is occur in somatic cell. Meiosis occur in reproductive cell. So what are different type of meiosis? Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Okay. So meiosis 1, that is the reductional, actual reductional division, and meiosis 2 just like mitosis. Okay. So in case of meiosis 1, there is a prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. Okay. So longest stage, that is the prophase 1, that contain the 5 different substage. One is leptotin, zygotin, pacatin, diplotin, and dikinesis. You understand these things. And one thing that is most important, that is what is crossing over, in which stage the crossing over occur. So out of 5 different substage of prophase 1, in which stage crossing over occur? It occurred at pacatin stage. During pacatin, there is exchange of segment between two non-sister chromatids of homologous chromosomes. So pacatin stage, crossing over occur at pacatin stage of prophase 1. Next, you will find what happens. What is difference between metaphase 1 and metaphase 2? So in case of metaphase 1, there is a chromosome separation occur. There is a two equatorial plate occur. The two line of chromosome arrangement occur. But in case of metaphase 2, only one line of chromosome arrangement at the center occur. What is difference between anaphase 1 and anaphase 2? In case of anaphase 1, there is a chromosome separation occur, but in case of anaphase 2, there is a chromatid separation occur. Means chromatid is going to separate of one chromosome, but in case of anaphase 1, there is a two line of chromosome in metaphase 1, so one line of chromosome move toward one side of one pole and other line of chromosome move toward the other side of the pole. So try to know the difference. Okay. Next is what is cell cycle? Just go through the page cell cycle. Just go through the page cell cycle. So cyclic event of the cell, that is G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase, and M phase, that constitute together and make a cell cycle. So G1 phase, S phase, and G2 phase, that is known as interphase, and that is the most metabolically most active phase. Why? Because there is synthesis of protein, there is synthesis of RNA, and synthesis of DNA occur during this interphase. That is metabolically most active phase. I cannot say that it is very inert phase, because there is so many biomolecule synthesis occur during this stage of the cell means interphase. After complete preparation of all this material, only then cell will enter for the division phase, that is mitotic or meiotic division phase. So you can observe the yellow or orange color, that is going to indicate for the M phase. Okay. So you draw that diagram and try to learn. Okay. And G0 phase, if cell do not want to multiply and do not want to prepare their materials, then it will go into G0 phase. Okay. So I think it is clear for all of you what is cell cycle, and you find the checkpoints in the cell cycle, different checkpoint between G1 phase and S phase, and between S phase and G2 phase, and between G2 phase and M phase, and then at metaphase also there is a checkpoint. So there are mainly 4 checkpoints just to check what are the sufficient amount of material are required for cell division is sufficient or not. Otherwise, it will proceed for cell division. If there is a deficiency of any materials like DNA, like RNA, like protein, then cell will never enter into the cell division phase. So just try to learn this diagram. And next, what are different part of the flower? Accessory part, you open, please open the page, flower. Okay, so accessory part, and then essential part. So essential part is, that is the male part and female part. Male part is the stamen and female part is the pistil. Yes. Now try to know what happens during pollination, transfer of pollen grain. Transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma. So stamen that yes, stamen that contain the anther and filament, and anther contain the pollen grain. Anther just clear the image of the flower. Just clear the image of the flower. So if you yes, so if you observe the pollen grain, where you will find inside the anther. I mean there is synthesis of pollen grain by process of spermatogenesis, and the synthesis of egg by process of oogenesis. So in meiosis, spermatogenesis and oogenesis is responsible for male gamete formation and female gamete formation, and the transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma, that is known as pollination, and then pollen grain will germinate and pollen tube formation occur, and the two male nucleus will move toward the egg cell and endosperm. So just show the lower part. Just show the lower parts. You can clearly observe that process is going on. Yes. So just see the after pollination, the pollen germination, the pollen tube formation. Then that is responsible for transferring the two male nucleus up to egg cell and pollen nuclei. So if the one male nucleus is going to fuse with the egg cell, that process is known as fertilization, and the product is zygote. And the other male nucleus that is going to fuse with the that is the with the other, that is polar nucleus. So that the result is endosperm. So after fertilization, the result is zygote, and after triple fusion, the result is endosperm. So this that endosperm is going to utilize during the seed germination, that will provide the energy for the growing germinating seed, and the that zygote will develop into seed. So that ovule is responsible for making seed, and whole structure of ovary that result for formation of fruits. So all of you must go through the chapter and try to learn. Okay, any question? Any question regarding that?
No, sir.
Then thank you, and you must go. Best of luck.